I've invested everything I have into this van and there's nothing left.
Oh my gosh, this is a bit of a moment. Hang on a second.
Really enjoying this so far, and yeah, less chat, more park up search.
Oh, that has filled my heart, definitely. So I've literally just picked up the camera. Let's get some light in here. I've just spent my first night in a van by the side of the road. It's so quiet, you can't hear a thing. I'm by a nature reserve. And I picked the spot because it felt really safe. There's a couple of other camper vans down this way. I don't know if they're still there or not. Oh, it's Bella getting up. I promised next chapter Diaries would be real. So this was such an important moment. This is, I've done it. I've done it. I actually slept in a van by the side of the road, off grid. And you know what? I slept really well. I can't believe it. I slept so well. I'm so excited and I'm so relieved. I tell you what, when you decide to do something like this and give it a time frame of a year, and you've only ever slept, I don't know, 4 nights, I think, in a camper van previously, and you go all in. I've invested everything I have into this van and there's nothing left. There's nothing left. And I'm so relieved. I feel quite emotional. I'm so relieved that I can do this. And I think that's what I want to say right now. I'm not quite with it. I don't even know if I'm going to put this on the video. I want it to be real. I probably look like shit, but that's okay, because that's not what this is about. So yeah, I've done it. I've had my first night off grid. I'm now gonna get up and make myself presentable to the world. Yeah, let's get this on the road.
So after that much needed cup of coffee to get me going, Bella and I got it together and decided to take a walk along the Wales coast pathway towards Flint Castle. And there it is, Flint Castle. Now it's very fitting that this is the first castle that I am seeing on the journey, because this was the very first castle built by King Edward I during his campaign to conquer Wales in 1277. Now, shh, if you know about this guy, because we're coming back to him later. So not only is this place marking a first for me, it also marks the beginning of one of the biggest shifts in British history. Flint Castle became part of what's known as Edward I's Iron Ring, which was a chain of powerful castles built across North Wales, designed not just for defence, but for control. The Iron Ring included castles like Conwy Castle, Campervan Castle, Talacre Castle, and Marshes Castle, some of the most famous medieval castles in the world today. So you might be wondering, why did he build this castle here first? Well, it's all about location. Flint is very much the gateway to Wales from England. Now, it's my understanding that back in medieval times, the sea came much closer to the walls than it does today, which meant ships could bring supplies directly to the fortress from the River Dee. And if history has taught us anything, whoever controls transport, food and protection controls everything. Some things in life don't change, do they?
Definitely need a lead on for this. Dogs are allowed in here, which is why I'm able to come in. So, wow, look at this. It's like a little labyrinth. Let's get this way, Belle. That's our view. Go and take a little look down there. I love a castle, and there are lots in Wales. And this is our first one. And it's free, and dogs can come in, and I highly recommend coming in on a weekday.
One of the things that I love about old castle ruins is that the walls clearly hold so many stories. One of the most famous moments in British royal history happened right here in 1399. Now, I'm pretty sure Edward I would have been pretty annoyed with his great-great-grandson who gave the English crown away to another. Now, it was King Richard II who gave it away and Henry Bolingbroke who took it. Richard had just returned from fighting in Ireland to find his kingdom in revolt. Richard's growing unpopularity made Henry's forceful bid for the throne too powerful to resist. Richard had no choice but to abdicate, and so Henry became Henry IV. Now, Richard II's next chapter didn't end well. Henry IV had him thrown into prison and he was left to starve to death.
This is amazing. I could dog walk here every morning, that's for sure.
So that's enough of that for now. Time to move on.
I just met a chap who was picking up litter and he works around the castle. And I should have asked him to come on camera. This is where I need to get braver. Carl was telling me that the council do loads around here, around the castle, to really help bring people here. He said there's a rock festival in June and they always have loads of stalls and get the community together. And he said there's so much going on here in Flint. And he said, but people don't know about it. People don't know about this beautiful place. So hopefully one or two of you will take a look after you've seen this. Flint Castle. Go check it out.
As promised, I said we would come back. Tom is a World War I soldier. Tom is part of a series. There's something beautifully symbolic about the fact that they're carved from wood. Now, I believe it was local artist Mike Owens that created these beautiful wooden figures. Now, I don't know if the others have got names, but this one is definitely Tom, and here's how I know why.
So now there's three of us on the bench. I love it. It's the only way I could get her to stay still. And stay still. Good girl. So these are all along the coastline. And Carl was telling me there's loads of them, all soldiers. And this, as I've just noticed, that he's reading a letter. Oh my gosh. This is a bit of a moment. Hang on a second. Yeah, it says, oh, Bouncy, good girl, good girl. So it says, dear Tom, I hope this letter finds you well and in good spirits. We are looking forward to Christmas as best we can, wishing you were back home with us, safe and sound. We hope it won't be too long before you come home, and we all look forward to that day, thinking about you each day and praying for your safe return. Love, Mother and Father. It's so peaceful. Look, even Bella's chilled out now. Happy girl. Yeah. So, I think I might sit here for a while. It's me, Tom, and Bella. So I'm beginning to understand what's going to be involved in getting this channel. So it's interesting. But yeah, I have a fear that I'm going to miss out on something. I think I'm going to talk a little bit more about the route that I'm taking and where I'm going. And I'm going to invite you, dear listeners, dear watchers, to tell me, where do I need to go? Where do I need to go on the coast? So now we're just going to walk around the coast for a bit. What's that about? More things to find out. Come, girl. There's something really different about this place. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's like industrial estate behind. You would never know, would you? But you can hear it just a little bit. It's kind of comforting, quite nice. There's something so special about the sea. It feels like home. I did grow up by the sea, and I always feel good when I'm there, but I never feel a desire to go back there. But there's nothing like being by the sea. My brain just calms down, and air is so good. And Flint Marshes, because it was the first, it's going to be very special memories. So we're taking a walk back to the van now. Got to be really, we've been out for a couple of hours now, and I've got to be mindful of Bella. Yeah, I've just felt my first hinge of restriction. I could have walked for miles this morning, honestly. I know I've got the rest of the UK to explore yet, but this has just done me the world of good. It's my first taste of the sea, not literally. And we've probably done, I don't know, 8k, something like that. So she does have arthritis, and bless her, she's loving this. She is living her best life. But I have to take her into consideration. So I had a look at the map, and I decided we're going to go back to the van, we're going to have a little rest. She can top up on her water, and then we're going to hit the road and go a little bit further up the coast. I was going to walk up there, there's an abbey, but we'd then have to walk back. And whilst that's fine for me, it might not be, it might be too much for Bella. So let's ease her into this. And yeah, good decision. It's a good decision. She's important. There we go, Bells. Look at that, straight away.
So, with Bella safely secured in, it's time to leave the park up and Flint Marshes. And we're going to head up the coast to see something a little bit eerie that's just been left on a beach. And I'm able to go under this bridge safe in the knowledge that I fit. If you've not seen the previous episode, go back and take a look. There were a few sharp intakes of breath. We arrived in Llanellimore, and here we popped up in the Abakhan Village, just off the A548. Here we found lots of lovely independent small businesses, including Duke's Pet Supplies, which I'd seen on Google earlier and wanted to visit. Bella was in need of some treats, and my goodness, she loved the charcoal biscuits that they had there. Run by Ali, it's a favourite with many. And here's a portrait of Duke himself, who the pet store is named after. There's a cafe and a play area, but we soon had to move on because there was something we had to find on the coast.
So we came out of the shopping centre under this weird little bridge.
I definitely recommend, if you want to come here, to park in the Abakhan Village. Otherwise, it can be really difficult to find this. Then just go over the bridge, and here it is. So this is the famous ghost ship, otherwise known as the Duke of Lancaster. And the first time you see it, it actually feels really quite surreal. It's huge. And it's like it's just been frozen in time. So a couple of facts for you. This ship was originally launched in 1956 and operated as a passenger ferry travelling between Britain and Ireland. Later on, it was brought to Mostyn Dock, where there were plans to turn it into a floating entertainment complex called the Fun Ship. But for reasons I couldn't actually find, it never happened. I believe that at one point it was covered in huge, colourful graffiti artwork, which must have looked amazing. So the ship has just been abandoned and over time turned into this bizarre local landmark. So back in the van for us, and we're heading up to the top of the Flintshire Coastline. Having had a day of mudflats, historical castles, industrial landscapes, And a somewhat unusual landmark, Bella and I were ready for a beautiful white sandy beach, sand dunes, and a good old-fashioned lighthouse. So yes, we're heading for one of the most popular beaches in North Wales, Talacre Beach. But faced with a height restriction, the first thing we were going to have to do was find somewhere to park. Let's go this way. Wait a minute. This looks a bit more fun. I can see why everybody doesn't come this way. Ah, it's closed off. That's a shame. Oh, look at that. There's the lighthouse. God, that an amazing sunny day. This just looks fantastic. Let's get there. This place is absolutely stunning. Huge sandy beaches, wild dunes, big open skies. It's got everything you could want from a beach, including the feeling that the sea stretches on forever. It's definitely one of those beaches where you instantly want to slow down, breathe deeper, and walk for miles. This is the iconic Point of Ayr Lighthouse, probably one of the most photographed landmarks in North Wales. As ever, I've got some facts for you. The lighthouse was built in 1776, clearly to help guide ships safely through the dangerous waters and shifting sandbanks of the Dee estuary. I got so involved in being on the beach with Bella. I didn't record myself on it, but here I am coming away from it, so that'll have to do today. Oh, that has filled my heart, definitely. To get a beach like that on day one, and it's just brightening up now, is just a joy. Never knew that beach was there, but just amazing. Amazing. Definitely realizing I'm not going to be able to keep this up. So much to see and do. So realistically, it's getting on into the afternoon now. I'm hungry. I need to eat and I need to find where I'm going to stay tonight. I've got a few ideas. I need to go check them out. I'll see you in a bit. Look at that. Gorgeous. So gorgeous. Let's get to the top of this dune. One last look at this absolutely stunning beach. There are so many things that we take for granted that we think we've seen and done. I'm so excited for this journey, and I'm so glad that you're coming along with me. Quick sweep up. Bella's back in place. Time to go to the next stop. I'm just off to go find somewhere to park up for the night now. It's been an interesting day. I have to say, Bella, bless her, is just so excited about everything. So clearly I've got to take that into consideration with how much I pack into a day. But I have to say, I'm with her now, and we're going to go and find somewhere to park up for the night, have something nice to eat, and then I can't wait. I'm going to download all my video today, and I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to download each night and edit what I've done in the day, so that I don't end up with a massive amount to have to do. So really enjoying this so far, and yeah, less chat, more park up search. So after looking at some of my options, I decided to do something different. Having spent the night on an industrial estate by the side of a nature reserve, I decided to do something a little more remote. So this was a different kind of drive for sure. It was so bumpy. So I'm on my way now. I'm going to Crim Woods, and there I'm going to park up for the night, somewhere that gave me that feeling of being in the middle of nowhere, where, providing that it feels all right, I'm going to stay the night. It's a free park up. I found it on Park for Night, and I'm going to give this a whirl. If you followed me from the start, you know that I am very new to this, but there's one thing that I'm not new to, and that is trusting my instincts. Thankfully, I parked up, it all felt good, and so I settled down for the night. Find out what happens in the next episode. Thanks for joining me. Please subscribe so you don't miss any episodes, and it means so much to me to know that you are on this journey with me, and I hope you get something from it too. You take care. Bye.